Welcome again to Fire Life Radio. We bring you the legal matters. If you've just joined us, share the program with all your loved ones. Drew got mad love. Thank you for joining us. This is the legal matters. We're bringing you UK immigration law update. We'll also be talking about housing allocation, how to apply for council housing or social housing. We'll also look at immigration health surcharge and the increase, the date that is going to take effect. Yes, let's give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for making it possible today, for giving us the biggest gift that is the gift of life. Yes, Ras Sultana. May the Lord Almighty bless you for joining us. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, by the way. We wish all our listeners a Merry Christmas. Joyce, thank you for joining us today. Share the program with all your loved ones, because I believe that today's topic is going to be very, very helpful. It's going to help a lot of people. Yes, let's give thanks and praises to the Lord for His protection, for His love, and for His care. Yes, without the Almighty, we will be nothing. Just imagining going to bed last night. You never knew that even you were going to wake up this morning. God being so good, we are alive and kicking today. Like fishes swim in the water. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Give thanks and praises to the Lord Almighty for making it today possible, for making it possible for us to meet once again today. We also want to thank all our supporters, all our sponsors, all our listeners throughout the years, and especially this year, for the wonderful support that you have given us, Fire Life Radio and Justice and Law Solicitors. We appreciate you and thank you, because it is not easy for someone even to make a recommendation to another person. The difficulties in making recommendations is when people don't get what they want or they don't get their way. The person who did the recommendation gets the blame, and sometimes they get attacked. But the strange thing is when things go right, the person who made the recommendation, their names are not even mentioned. What I will say is this: Justice and Law, throughout the years, our business has been able to survive because of recommendations from people like you, people listening to today's program. This is a festive season. It's time for us to also show our appreciation to you, all our listeners, and all those people who keep recommending people to us, and God being on our side and God being so good. Many of these cases we have been able to deliver. We have helped people to achieve their objectives. There are one or two cases that perhaps did not go according to how it was planned. All that I say is this: patience moves mountains. This is something that one old lady said to me some time ago, and it's something that I will never forget. She said, patience moves mountains. When things are not going your way, it's important that you exercise patience, because if you are patient, at the end of the day, you will get there. So we thank you. We thank you and also wish you a Merry Christmas for your wonderful support throughout the years. Without your support, I don't think I'll be sitting here today talking to you. For any business to survive, there got to be people who have to come to that business for service. And without your services and without your recommendations, this is what surprised me every single day. I wake up every single day and I say to myself, Lord, why are you being so kind to me? Because I could not have asked for any other life but what I have. For that, I thank you. For that, I thank my Lord. For that, I appreciate every single day. And it gives me the energy. It gives me the strength to study, to come here every Saturday and share what is going on in the UK with you. I also thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of your life, to do something beneficial to your life through Fire Life Radio and Justice and Law Solicitors. I believe in our small way, or in a small way, we have been able to make an impact in individual lives. Sometimes the impact is direct, sometimes it's indirect. But in all things, we have to give thanks and praises to the Most High. Someone will say Jah, someone will say God, someone will say Nyankopon, someone will say Yahweh. They all refer to the same person, God Almighty. We thank you very much for giving us the gift of life. Don't forget, patience move mountains. PMM. Patience move mountains. Every day is a miracle. The life that you have is a miracle. Material, money is nothing. The gift of life, money cannot buy life. Once you are alive, once you are breathing, that is the most important thing. The gift of life, no amount of money can buy that. Patience also move mountains. And therefore, if something is not going your way, be patient. One thing that I will also say is this. There is this man, and this is a testimony, called Mr. Boache, and I know that he's tuning. This is a man who came to see me 5 years ago. 5 years, 6 years ago. The way he wanted his case to go, it did not go that way. But you know something? He had patience. Yes, he had patience. And I will tell you this. Whilst we are having difficulties in helping him to achieve his objective, it did not for 1 minute demoralize him. It did not for 1 minute went into his head the way he's trying to go, what he's trying to achieve, he will never achieve it. It shows strength of character. This man was a man, even though we were having problems with his case, he was still referring people to us. It shows the character of such an individual. Many a times people are ready to condemn, but this man is a very typical example of what I mean by PMM, patience move mountains. Whilst we were struggling with his case, he was still sending people to Justice and Law Solicitors. And the strange thing is this: any person that he recommended, as soon as they come to us, their cases were just going through. It became smooth. But I did not see any sign from this man. This man was still very supportive. This man was so hopeful. And I could see genuine happiness for the people that he referred to us. This is called genuine love. This is called patience. In the end, God rewarded him for his good heart and for his kindness. And God being so good, even though he referred people for them to get their papers before him, but God said, no, I'm going to reward you for your good deed. Now he is holding his indefinite, whilst those people are still waiting. So life, being patient is very, very important. It's like going into an exam room without even reading the instructions. Straight away you started answering the questions because you think you know the answers. Going to a courtroom does not necessarily mean that if you step into the courtroom first, you are going to win your case. It's patience, because patience moves mountains. Challenges will come your way. Opposition will come your way. But be patient and be strong. Because at the end of the day, if you don't lose focus, believe in me, you will achieve your objective. You will get to where you want to get to. Don't let anything push you back. It's Christmas time. It's time of hope. Audacity of hope. Regardless of what you are going through. If you have immigration problems, housing problems, you've been fighting and trying for years, don't let the obstacles that have come your way put you down. When you go down, you must get up, you must rise. And keep what? And keep at it, keep fighting. Because if you don't give up the fight, your lawyers, God will also not give up on you. But if you give up the fight, then what is the point of living? We thank you for joining us. Let's go to today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about immigration law update. We will also be talking about housing allocation. You know, I was speaking to one housing officer some time ago, and he has made a very interesting observation, and I'm going to share that with you today. He made a very interesting observation, and I'm going to share that with you today. What he said was this: as a housing officer, he has realized that there are certain communities, when they submit an application for housing, it's almost impossible, or it's very, very, very difficult to reject or to refuse their application. I sat there quietly and I asked him, why is that? He looked at me and said, David, because from his own analysis, from his own observations, he's realized that these people, i.e. within the community, before they put in housing application for local authority or housing association housing, it seems to him that they do their research before they put in the application. And I said, you know something, can you explain it a bit more, because I'm very confused here. He said, David, people from Somalia, when they do an application for housing, it's very, very difficult for a housing officer to be able to refuse the application and justify it. And I asked him again, why is that the case? And he said something that I will never forget. What he said was this: it seems to him that before they make any move, they do observation, they do study, they do check the housing policy within the local housing association, also the council, the local authority. It's very important here that you check their housing policy. So sometimes where we go wrong, especially Ghanaians in this country, is this: I can read, I can write, so I can complete the application form. Fine. So you go to the housing, the local authority, you pick up the housing application form, and you complete the housing application form, and then you submit the housing application form. 2-3 weeks, the local authority will then write to you and tell you, sorry, your application is not successful, or sorry, we cannot put you on the housing register, or sorry, we cannot put you on the priority list because of A, B, C, or D. Whilst when you look at people like Somalians, when they put in their applications, hold and behold, they will be hitting the right places. So it's not just about filling the forms, it's about satisfying the local authorities' requirement in relation to housing allocation. You see, so if you don't know the requirement for housing allocation, how will you be able to hit the requirement? This is where Ghanaians, we are going wrong. I know for a fact we keep complaining that we make an application for housing and we don't get it. But the question is this: we need to ask ourselves, why is it that when we submit application for local authority housing or for social housing, many a times our applications are not successful? So today we're going to be talking about housing allocation and what the law says, those people that needs to be treated as a priority. What are the things that they look at in order for the local authority or the housing association to give you somewhere to stay? As we all know, basic economics will tell us where there is a demand and supply, and the demand does not meet the supply, there is no equilibrium, we have a problem. Because the demand and the supply will not be equal. And if it's not equal on a scale, one have to go up, one have to go down. So if the demand for local authority housing is more than the supply, so many people want local authority housing and there's a shortage of local authority housing, of course there have to be a priority. Some people within our community in general have to be prioritized, and therefore they will be treated as in need of an accommodation or urgent need of an accommodation, and therefore they will be catered for. And those who will not be deemed to be in a priority need, either they'll be told to go and look for somewhere or they'll become homeless. Homelessness London is now a joke. Everywhere that you look, you see people sleeping rough. This is due to so many circumstances, so many factors, which I'm not going to go there because we are not preaching about or we are not discussing about homelessness. But today we are talking about housing allocation and how to submit better particulars, better information, what the councils are looking for, and how you can complete your housing application forms to give yourself a better chance. So we will go through some stuff today. Hopefully we'll be able to open up some information for you. So before you make housing application, what are the things that you need to consider? What are the things that you need to look out for? And if you're doing the application, how to do the application is very, very important. You see, many times a lot of people submit housing applications without actually looking at what must go on the forms. If, for example, someone lives in Croydon and you live at Lambeth, do not assume for 1 minute that they will have the same housing allocation policy. Every borough have their own housing allocation policy. So it is very important that before you put pen to the paper, you check with your local authority where you are submitting the application to, so that you know the requirement, and if you are applying, you will consider your circumstances, and then you can give yourself a better chance. That is, if you qualify to be treated as a priority. It's very important. Not only that, sometimes people may have certain medical conditions. They don't want to say it. They will not say it. And therefore, because of that, if the council does not know that this is your circumstances, you have certain condition, of course, they will not be able to do the right assessment. So it's also very, very important that you do what? That you know what is expected. Very important that you know what is expected. Then you can also do what? You can also do the right thing and give yourself a better chance when you are making an application for housing. So many applications get rejected because people don't know what they are putting on the forms. So many applications get rejected because they don't put in the right stuff. Certain medical conditions will help you to be treated as a priority, but some people don't know. And some people think, why should they know that I've got this medical condition? You know, some people do not know that even their history, i.e. in terms of housing rent payment and housing arrears history, can actually affect them when it comes to allocation. Today we will do the best that we can and go through that as the last segment. It's very important that we understand this. Now, I will jump to immigration, and after that we come to the housing, and after that we will activate the telephone lines, and then we will take some phone calls so that anyone who has got a question will be able to call in and answer any question that basically you may have. The first thing that I would like to talk about is the immigration health surcharge. Some time ago, about 2 weeks ago, there was an announcement that the immigration health surcharge, which is the IHS fees, was going to be increased on 19th of December. I did tell a lot of my clients, and in fact, I did encourage a lot of my clients to do what? To put in their applications as soon as they can. Those people who were within certain range, and they have dutifully done so. And therefore, any changes that was going to come into effect on the 19th of December, they would have basically got away with it. So since 19th of December, I've been so keen looking at updates in relation to the health surcharge and whether it was going to kick in. Surprisingly, on the 19th, the fee was not increased. But instead, on 21st of December, which was only yesterday, announcement has now officially been made that from 9th of January 2019, the immigration health surcharge is going to be doubled. And so in effect, anyone apart from visitors application and indefinite leave to remain applications, anyone who is going to do an application for leave to remain or further leave to remain is going to be subjected to the new fee from 8th of January 2019. So what does this mean? This means, in short, if you have 250 visa or 2.5 years visa, and you are going to apply for an extension from 8th of January, you will pay an immigration health surcharge fees of £1,000. If the application is submitted before 8th of January 2019, then you will pay £500. The question that a lot of people will ask is this: but lawyer, my visa is maybe expiring in February. Lawyer, my visa is expiring in March. What do I do? I take the view. Home Office says that if your visa is about to expire, then you need to submit your application within 28 days from the date of its expiry. And therefore, in effect, the advice that I can give you is this. If your visa is going to expire on 8th of February, that means you do not have to wait until the fee goes up before you apply. If I was you, I will put my application in before 8th of January. And therefore, in effect, from now until 7th of January, you submit your application. To better it, ask your lawyers to submit the application online. The beauty about the online application is this. Once the application is submitted online, Home Office rules specifies that if you submit an application online, the application is deemed to have been received on the same day. So if I submit an application online today, Home Office will deem that the application has been received today. So if there is going to be a changes in relation to the fees from the 8th of January 2019, and I submit my application today, I'm going to pay the £500 as opposed to £1,000 that is going to be introduced. So in effect, Home Office are now going to charge £400 for each year of a visa that is going to be issued to you. So in effect, if they are going to give you an extension for 2.5 years, 1 year is 400, second year is 400, and therefore the half a year is 200. So that will be how much? £1,000 from 8th of January 2019. So in short, Lawyer Darko, my advice to you in order to save money, if your visa is going to be expiring from the 8th of February or on the 8th of February 2019, it's advisable as fast as you can to submit your application. And then you do what? You submit the paper version at a later date, provided that it's within the 28 days before the expiry of your visa. That is the only way to save money. That is the only way to save money. And there is nothing wrong with that. It's within the law. So do the best that you can and, submit your application at the right times. If you are one of our clients, you are confused about this, get in touch. Maybe there is something more that we can advise you on, but we cannot say it on the radio. So I beg you, if you do not understand anything that I've talked about, and you are a client of Justice and Law Solicitors, just send us a text, and we will call you back as fast as we can, and we'll be able to advise you further, and hopefully you'll be able to save yourself about £500 for an extension of your visa or for an extension of your leave. So that is how it is. Immigration health surcharge fees is going to be increased. Not only that, there has also been an announcement about statement of changes to the immigration rules. This was laid on the 20th of December 2018. And basically, this is aimed at Europeans and family members of Europeans. You see, many times when people get their indefinite, sometimes they think that I'm untouchable. This is me. I've got my indefinite. I'm going to be treated like a British citizen and nobody can touch me. One have to be very, 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 very careful. One have to be very, very careful. Because the rules that has come in, you need to watch out. Because if you do not, the indefinite, it can go wrong. Your visa can be cancelled. Your visa can be revoked. The new rules, once we come out of Europe, it looks like the goalpost is now about to shift. We haven't come out yet, but once we come out, one have to be very, very careful. Certain rights that people were taking for granted, somewhere, somehow, there's going to be a bit of restrictions as well. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to go through some of these changes, so that you can advise yourself. Because many times we will not sit there for the issue or for the problem to blow up. before we warn people. We will rather tell you how it is, so that you can do what? You can plan and act accordingly. Because I take no privilege, or I take no pleasure to see the suffering of Jah people. No, I want to see the happiness of mankind. You know, so it is important that we need to advise our people, enlighten our people, illuminate our people, so that they do the right stuff, so that they see the light. So that's what we are here to do. The first thing that I will talk about after Brexit is the whole idea that if you are a European national, or you are a family member of an European national, and you have been granted residency card as a family member of an European national, and you are traveling to another European country, by operation of the law, you do not require a visa. In theory, that is the case. But it has always been my position. It has always been my position that advise your clients that for avoidance of doubts, just apply for visa, just in case. One of my clients has just had a bad experience in Italy. When she told me, because before she went, I did advise her that by law, you don't need a visa, provided that you are traveling with your husband and you have your marriage certificate. Many immigration officers will not give you any headache. But unfortunately, either through ignorance, or sometimes through racism, or sometimes through someone just being naturally born bad. Some people are simply naturally born bad. It's called NBB. Those people, when there is no problem, they will create one. Where there is peace, they will create war. Where there's a passage, they will create wall. And if they don't get their way, everything gets shut down. So for me, I try to guide against people like that. For some reason, or for that reason, I've always advised people to get visas. However, the client was of the view, or based on the advice, if I'm traveling with my husband and I have the marriage certificate, then I don't need a visa. So let's see what happens. They traveled from the UK to one of the Eastern European countries, and now they are part of the European Union. I don't want to go too much into specifics. They went there. As soon as they got to their border, they asked them, where's your visa? And she explained, I am married to European national. I am traveling with my husband. This is our marriage certificate. And in fact, she went to their embassy, their website, their embassy's website, and printed some information about free movement. Even in that country, which is Hungary, as soon as he showed it to them, straight away they backed off. They knew that they were in the wrong, even though they were trying to hustle her. But the question is, why would someone leave the UK and go and live in Hungary? But then again, the person is also doing his job. As soon as he showed it, I'm sorry, you go. Problem solved. From Hungary to Italy, problem. They were not prepared to understand anything, to the point that the coach that they were in, the coach had to go. They had to pay another money to get another coach to continue with their travel. Because it became a major argument. Because she was standing by her point and making a point, showing them the evidence. The immigration officer, for whatever reason, did not do the law. But the funny thing is, Instead of accepting that I am in the wrong, they went and got a superior. When the superior came and everything was explained, the superior did apologize, because the superior did not want to be seen to be undermining the juniors. He took the juniors to one side, spoke to them, and the juniors said, well, I'm just doing my job, you can go now, without even offering an apology. Even this is today what is going to happen once you come out of the European Union. So it is my advice that if you have any intention of traveling to another European country, even today, I would say that it's advisable that you do what? That you obtain a visa in order to avoid this type of scenarios. Because some people do not know, but instead they will never admit when they are wrong. Their ignorance, they will never admit it. Instead, they will try to pin it down on you. It may not be your fault, but unfortunately, when someone is holding power, they will do whatever they want. So please, I'm begging you guys, because sometimes, you know, small things like that can escalate into something big. Before you know, you get angry, you move your hand, it hits someone, and then you'll be done for an assault. Enti brebre ama kamani ama ye pa ebe hunu ti ne ye chichire boa sebio baby di hye eye baby akoa ana esubonten ekobo ensuhwemu a ana yebu no enti no eye important to say before you make the move, no, also your homework. Make sure, say you are asked a question, you know how to answer it. If not, you're going to have problems. Now let's look at some of the changes that has occurred in relation to European applications, European nationals, and their family members. On the 20th of December 2018, the Home Office announced that the settlement scheme, when I talk about the settlement scheme, is the same as permanent residency or permanent registration certificate. From 29th of March, if we come out of the European Union, the UK government is of the view that we need to change everything. We would disassociate ourselves from anything Europe, and hence Britain exiting European Union. In short, Brexit. So even the visas that has been issued through European law, such as residency permit, residency card, now they are going to be calling it settlement scheme or temporary scheme. The permanent or the settlement scheme will basically operate in such a way that from 21st of January 2019, there was a pilot scheme whereby such applications can be done online. You do not even need to submit your passport to the Home Office, and you do not need to submit passport photographs to the Home Office. So it's a new scheme, and there was a pilot scheme. You see, this country, one thing that I like is this. Before they roll any policy out, if they are not sure about how it's going to work, they will do something called pilot scheme. Pilot scheme is like an example scheme, whereby certain places will be asked to start the process. And if it's successful, if there are problems, they will then fix the problems before it becomes nationwide. So further to the pilot scheme and the success of the pilot scheme, the government has decided that from 21st of January 2018, it's going to be rolled out. 2019. And therefore, if you are a European national, if you are a family member, and you are a holder of the registration certificate or the residency card, and you want to apply for the new visa, you'll be able to apply it. But for me, my advice is this: do not rush and apply it now. Because whether we are coming out or we are not coming out, at the moment, it's still in the air. Everything is just so much unsureness going on, and nobody knows what is going to happen. So following the pilot scheme is going to be rolled out on 21st of January 2019. However, what the statement of changes does is that basically the pilot scheme was successful, and therefore EU citizens and their family members with a valid passport can apply through this scheme, provided that the family members are holding a valid biometric residency card. So in effect, if this is the first time that you are going to apply, then you cannot use this this scheme to apply. So therefore, we need to bear that in mind. One of the dangers about this new policy that was announced is this: if you are a European national or a family member of an European national, and you go home and you are coming back, you could be stopped. You could be denied entry to the UK if the Secretary of State believe or they have evidence that one, you obtain your indefinite leave or permanent residency by fraud or by misrepresentation or by deception. So typical example, that Mr. A is married to Mrs. B. Mr. A and Mrs. B, they had argument. The relationship basically got messed up during the 5 years. Mrs. A has been able to use some dubious means to submit an application for permanent residency. Mr. B did not know anything about it. Mrs. A is now a holder of permanent residency. Mr. A gets to hear about it or gets to know about it, and straight away he rings the Home Office that I separated from my wife 3 years ago. I don't have anything to do with her. I have not worked in this country for such and such years, but I have heard that she is a holder of permanent residency. I am ringing to let you know that I did not support any application. If she submitted any documents to you, those documents were bogus or without my knowledge, and I never supported the application from the first place. In this case, your application may be treated as questionable. Home Office may carry out their own investigation. If they are satisfied the application or the visa was obtained by fraud or misrepresentation, you go home, coming back, you are going to face problems. Because at that point, when they first started this policy, they said that the entry clearance officer may refuse you entry. And now, when the policy was announced on 20th of December, now they have done it in such a way that the entry clearance officer may have a discretion. So now it has become a discretionary power instead of mandatory. So we need to bear this in mind. If you have committed an offense and they consider the offense as not conducive to public good, you have a criminal record, that one too is a problem. You could be denied entry to the UK. If for public health you have maybe contagious disease and you are going around and you are affecting people with it, for example, the person have HIV and the person said, no, I'm not going to die alone, and the person goes around infecting people with the disease, if it comes to the attention of the immigration services or the UK visa and immigration, and you travel and you are coming back in, you could be stopped from entering the United Kingdom. So these are some of the things that people have to watch out for. These are some of the things that people should be very, very careful about. Because if you do not take care and you think that you are a family member of an European Union or you have permanent residency and therefore you are untouchable, then this is for you. It's an advice for you. The next one that I'll be talking about is in relation to people who wants to bring their family members to the UK, especially parents who are resident in the United Kingdom. Many a times people say it just like that, oh, as long as you are a British citizen, as long as you have indefinite leave to remain, you can bring your child to the UK. As long as your wife is an European national, your husband is an European national, all that you have to do is to fill forms. Do not be deceived. I had a case about 2 weeks ago, and this is someone, the person was panicking so much. When she called, I thought someone had died. All because his friend has made an application on her behalf for her daughter. You see, this is where we need to be very, very careful. Because someone will tell you, oh, I've done it before. I've did my own application. I did not have to use any lawyer. Lawyer will take your money, and it's still guaranteed. Why do you have to go and pay money to a lawyer whilst I can do it for you for free? So what happened? She became convinced that the neighbor can actually do the case for her. And what made matters worse, the neighbor actually lied to her that, oh, I have done my own children's application, 2 of them. They have been given a visa to come to the UK. And that I am raising the funds. As soon as I get the funds, I will get the children to come in. And you know the sad thing? This man told this woman pure lies. So whilst she was doing this woman's application, the motive was that, let me use this woman as a what? As a guinea pig. So if I'm able to do it and the application succeed, then I can use that knowledge to do it for my children. So she lied to this woman, persuaded the woman, and he did the application for the woman. And the fundamental mistakes that occurred that led to the refusal was a joke. As we all know, if you are inviting someone to come here for settlement, the person have to do what? Tuberculosis. The tuberculosis was not done. That was the first refusal. The application was refused because there was no tuberculosis certificate. Second refusal, the application was refused because there was no evidence of relationship. When we say evidence of relationship, that does not mean that you have given birth to a child and therefore there is a relationship. In some ways, yes, there is a biological relationship, but these people are more interested in the social relationship because we are social beings, and therefore if you say someone is your child and there is a relationship, you also have to demonstrate social relationship. And social relationship, what them talk about, they are talking about evidence of communication, showing interest, abiding interest in each other's welfare. So you have a child in Ghana, of course you want to know how the child is doing at school. If the child is ill, who pays for the medical bills? Who makes the decision as to the hospital that the child attends? If you are religious, which church does the child attend? Whether you have any influence, any input in the child's life. So all these are some of the things that they will be looking at. And in short, in law, we call it the doctrine of sole responsibility. Especially if both parents are still alive. Because some of the arguments that a lot of people raise is this: I live in this country, I pay my taxes. Why can't they allow me to bring my child? Unfortunately for you, paying your taxes does not equate that you should bring someone to this country. Paying your taxes means the government gives you protection. You are not attacked by another country. You live in a peaceful country. You walk on pavement. No one is poisoning you. No armed robber is coming to your house to rob you. You see, this country is one of the few countries that if you are a victim of a criminal conduct, you can go to the government for a compensation, for the government failure to offer you protection. Criminal Justice Compensation Board. You get compensation. I've talked about this before, about 3-4 years ago. If someone does you damage, you can claim civil penalty or civil damage. If you get injury, you are a victim of crime, you can basically seek compensation from the government. So your taxes that you paid is not a license to bring your child from Jalalabad, Afghanistan, Ghana, or Togo. The taxes that you paid purposely is to give you protection, and also when you go in your old, when you are old, the government is able to offer you support by way of a pension. So the idea that you pay your taxes equal to give me a chance to bring my child, that is not the case. So it's vital, it's very, very important that you and I, we do what? We realize that, and when we are doing things, we do it the right way. Because many a times people come to wrong assumptions. To bring your child to this country as a British national or someone who has got an indefinite leave, the rules is very important. It's not what you think. Just follow the rules. It's what the rule says. If you are able to tick the right boxes, no problem. They will give you the visa. If you don't tick the right boxes, the visa will be refused. It's as simple as that. You can have the attitude that I pay my taxes and therefore they must give me the visa. They will refuse you. You do an appeal. The appeal too will be refused. This reminds me of a case that we did recently, that only yesterday, the mother rang me to say that, lawyer, I thank you very much. The visa application has been successful after all these years and after all this fight and after all this hustle. And I will say this, as a testimony for people listening to us. They came to see me 3 weeks before the child turned 18. And you and I know that when a child turns 18 and you are British national or you have indefinite leave to remain, that is it. You cannot do what? You cannot bring the child unless there are exceptional circumstances. The evidence that they had, there were so many problems with the evidence. And before God and man, I told them plain, that this application and the timing, we have no choice. But we need to put in the application, because if the child turns 18, that's it. There's nothing that I can do. But what I can do is this. Let's put in the application anyway, on an assumption that is in a worst case scenario that the application is going to be rejected, because in my heart, in my head, from my experience, I knew 99% this application should be refused. I told them. But then again, if you don't put it in, then you are done. You are done. So for me, if you have 0.1 chance, I will try. So what did we do? We put in the application. And since we put in the application, we have been working towards an appeal. That is the joke. We were working towards the appeal because in my head, I was convinced, almost 100% convinced, that this application is going to be refused. Because they came to me too late, and what I was asking for, they didn't have it. And therefore, what do? You see, but we took the faith and we said, you know what? We are going to believe in what we do. We are going to take our chance. We're going to put in the application and work towards an appeal. So we have started working towards the appeal. Only yesterday, they indicated that the decision is in Accra. They should go and pick it up. Wow. They went there to pick the decision. I got the phone call. I was waiting for, sorry, lawyer, the application has been refused, and therefore I'm going to send you the decision so that we can lodge the appeal. King David, this is what I've been sent. Because of confidentiality, I cannot show it to everyone. She took a picture of the visa through WhatsApp and sent it to me. Because when she told me that, thank God, the application has been successful,
it's like a joke.
In part of me is thinking,
is it a dream, a bad dream?
Did they not see it properly? Or she's winding me up? And glory be to God. The application has been successful. The child is now 18 years, 2 months. You understand? The visa, it took them about 3 months to make the decision. So it goes to show sometimes it's worth it going to the right places. Go to someone who understands the law, who can explain the law to you, not someone who wants to chop your money. When you are doing such application, it's not as easy as people see it. This is a case that they've been to so many different places. When they came, the problem was endless. But we did the best that we could. And for me, that's all that I ask. That is all that I expect from myself. That do the best that I can. That is me. So any job that comes to me, I do the best that I can. Once I take on a case, I don't joke. Because I deal with people's lives. People's mental health, well-being, physical well-being, social well-being, emotional well-being, spiritual well-being. As a lawyer, I believe it is incumbent upon me not to fall short, but to do the best that I can, to the biggest expectation that I can. And God is being so good to us. Over the years, we keep delivering. We keep delivering. And we keep delivering. I'm not saying that anyone that comes to justice and law is going to be successful. Sometimes certain cases are beyond repair. And even that, we are able to take it on and do the best that we can from it. And because of that, our success rate is undeniable. People that come to us every day, sometimes the job becomes unbearable. Because what? Because of the way we work. Because of what we do. Someone came to see me about a month ago. She also called me yesterday. The lawyer, thank you very much. My husband is being given the visa. When she came to see me, I said, I've never heard about you. Because of that, I was going to different places. They took my money. And yet, I got nothing out of it. Only 2 days ago, when she came to see me, 2 days ago, that someone gave me the number. But since I've been here, as I've come here, every bone in my body is telling me that this is it. I'm going to get it here. So sometimes too, when you go to see someone, have faith in the person and pray and work alongside with the person, and you'll be able to achieve what you set out to achieve. Because when someone is doing your job for you, when someone is providing a service for you, and you are being so negative because things are not going your way, and you are attacking the person, the character, assassinating him, you are better off to take your case somewhere else. Because the energy, the vim, the drive that will power the car to move will die. And if it doesn't move, what happens? It becomes pointless. So it's very, very important that when you are doing any sort of application, when you go to anyone for a service, for a provision of a service, be it legal service or any other service, it's not every case that is going to be smooth. Sometimes you have to go through some challenges. Yes, justice and law, some cases, we have to fight it for 5 solid years. A time came that I was even doubting myself that, boy, Is there any chance in this case? PMM, patience move mountains. For me, if you don't give up the fight, I never going to give up the fight. We'll do the best that we can.
And God will do the rest.
And God will do the rest. But if you don't do anything, nothing is going to happen. So it is very, very important that you, as the consumer, you also do your best. When you seek a service from someone and things are not going your way or the way you plan it, someone said Jojo is better than war. So it is vital, it's very important that you work with your advisors. Many a times people cry because what they say is this: lawyers are chopping our money. Yes, lawyers will be chopping your money because you are also making bad decisions. Because you come to lawyer A, as soon as there's a small problem, you take your case, you go to lawyer B. As soon as small problem, you go to lawyer C. Small problem, lawyer D, lawyer E, lawyer. It goes on and on and on. You see, and everywhere that you go, you are going to pay. So all that you're going to say is that lawyers are chopping my money because you are making bad decisions. For me, when there is a refusal, the first thing that you must do, check to see what the refusal letter says. Many people, as soon as he goes to a lawyer and there's a refusal, oh, the lawyer is not that good, my application has been refused, let me go somewhere else. Right. The lawyer has taken the money, the application has gone wrong, the lawyer has chopped the money. You move on to lawyer B. He's going to do what he can. Maybe he doesn't succeed. He chop his bit. You go to lawyer C. And sometimes people don't even look at the reasons for the refusal. So the same problem, they keep taking it to different places and they keep paying money. It's important that once application is refused, look at the content, what the application, what the refusal letter is saying.
The
Reasons. And you ask yourself, how do I counter this? If you know that what the complaint is about, what the law is, you cannot defeat or you cannot challenge the reasons. What's the point of appealing? Because if you go to court, it's going to be refused as well. And you're going to say that you've thrown money away. So sometimes we need to sit back and make rational decisions and wise decisions so that we do not spend or waste our money on unscrupulous legal advices. So, if you're going to bring your child, what are the requirements? This is covered by paragraph 297 of the Immigration Rules and 301 of the Immigration Rules under Appendix FM. The first point is this, under paragraph 297. In order to bring your child to the UK, both parents must be present and settled in the United Kingdom. Both parents must be present and settled in the United Kingdom. So you want to bring your child, you mama, you papa, if both of you are present and resident in the United Kingdom, you tick the first box. The second requirement, or both parents are being admitted on the same occasion for settlement. So maybe both mother and father, you went to Ghana to settle there, you had a child, and you want to come to the UK as a family unit. So you are coming for settlement. Or one parent is present and settled in the United Kingdom and the other parent is being admitted on the same occasion for settlement. This is a situation whereby maybe you were living in the UK, you have indefinite leave, you went to Ghana, you met, say, someone called Yaya, and there was a chemistry. Yaya got pregnant, you came to the UK to work, and now you want the family to come by using the immigration rules. Or one parent is present and settled in the UK and the other parent is dead. Or one parent is present and settled in the United Kingdom, or the other parent is being admitted on the same occasion for settlement, and has had sole responsibility for the child's upbringing. This is where there is what do you call it, step family or stepchild involved. So you are bringing your wife and her child. That does not mean it's automatic. You know, your wife needs to prove either the child's father is dead or she has got sole responsibility over that child. Or one parent or a relative is present and settled in the United Kingdom or being admitted on the same occasion for settlement, and there are serious, compelling family or other considerations which makes exclusion of the child undesirable, and suitable arrangements have been made for the child's care. This is also an area that can be used, but the problem with this area, it never works. Because no matter what you say, there's bound to be extended family members in the country. They're going to say that those family members should look after them. So not only that, you also have to be able to meet the financial requirement. £18,600 you are working, that's how much you are going to earn or you are earning. For the wife, first child plus 3,600, each subsequent child is 2,400. You add them up. Your annual gross salary must meet that amount, that financial threshold. That aside, you have to be able to provide accommodation. The accommodation must not be overcrowded when they come to the UK. So this is something that we also have to bear in mind, and that the relationship is ongoing, genuine, subsisting. So you need to also take that into consideration, that when they come, you are able to accommodate them, give them somewhere to stay. The relationship is genuine, and the relationship ought to be seen to be genuine. One of the problems that we are facing is this. There is a lot of marriages that parties don't meet each other. The first time they meet each other, they marry. In Western world, it will be treated as suspicious. So people should bear this in mind. In Western world, it will be deemed or it will be treated as suspicious, and your application may be refused. I did application about 6-7 years ago. This wonderful Somalian family, they came to see me. I went through everything with this lady. She's a nurse. She worked for the NHS. So she's educated. And she said, but David, in my culture, it's normal that their family will meet, do their investigation, and if they are happy, that's it. Once the family accept the marriage and you see them and you like them, the marriage takes place. And I said, yes, I understand. I'm African. African culture is common. That your mama, your father can even go and marry for you. But to the Western eyes, it's crazy. And the person who is going to make a decision, whether the person is black, Indian, white, Jew, no matter what, if the person is Westernized, the person is going to form Western view. And therefore the application is likely to be refused. I said, David, but it is a genuine marriage. I said, but I'm not doubting you. I'm not saying that it's not a genuine marriage. All that I'm saying is this. It will be treated with suspicion, and this could lead to the refusal of the application. I said, so David, what can I do? I said, what? I would advise that maybe you have to visit 1 or 2, 3 times before we make the application. And she said, but I cannot wait. I'm pregnant. My husband have to be here to help me. I said, why you? And so I said, okay, fair enough. I will do the best that I can. But I can also tell you that the application may be refused based on exactly that. I said, David, let's go and do the application. You have explained it to me as a professional. You've been honest with me. Because of your honesty, I will get you a lot of clients. So when you come to justice and law and you see Somalians, it's through that person. Through the honesty that I was with this woman. We did the application got refused. On the basis that the entry clearance officer suspected that the marriage was not genuine, because he could not understand how you can see someone and on that occasion marry the person. So when the decision came, she said, David, you said it. But you also said we can appeal, right? I said, yes, we can appeal. So let's go and appeal against the decision. So we appeal against the decision. And the funny thing is, before the case came to court, she has given birth. So for avoidance of doubt, we also did DNA. As soon as the case was called before a judge, Home Office apologized. The case did not even go ahead. They apologized and they said that, the evidence is very clear. And therefore, the appeal was successful. As I speak to you, they are coming to see me just after the Christmas, because this person is now due for an extension of leave. The loyalty is unbelievable. And they have also been very, very supportive to justice and law solicitors. So that's how it is. So in this case, the whole idea is that you must show sole responsibility if you are no longer with the child's father or the child's mother. And it is important that we demonstrate that the child's school, our name is there as one of the emergency contacts. When it comes to decision making, we as parents living in the diaspora, we make the decisions about the child's education, the child's religion, the child's health. We are the ones that makes the decision. Even their school report, let them send it to you by post annually. If you have to pay the school for the posting cost, so be it. Don't wait till last minute and you start to go and get these evidences. Let the school write you a terminal report. It's not a report that they will write exams, you got 10, you got 20. No, you want proper report. Ask for a specific report. That's how the child is doing, how the child is coping emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and general well-being. Insist that the school send you terminal report like they do in this country, where they are going short, where they are doing well, so that you can also speak to your children and encourage them. Today, Abafu Adaroma. Yet me frey ma they are to Skype, yesi hu. And this time sebio ubenya obi voice etia letter. Cassette. Cassette, yeah. And who tiane from an actually na kokko bon kokroko. No bia be twahia. No bia be twahia. Obi kasa obi manen can also need the name. Gone are the days. So it's very, very important that if you have any motivation that one day you're gonna bring your child and you are listening to me today, or you have a family member who has got a child and the person have the vision that one day I'm gonna bring my child, you better start the preparation work now. Don't wait until the child is about to be 18 and you rush to Lawyer Darko and you say, lawyer, perform miracles. I'm not a pastor and I don't perform miracles. I'm not Jesus. I don't perform miracles. I'm not Confanochi. I don't perform miracles. All that I can do is to do the best that I can with what you give me. So it is important that before you make such move, you also do what? You seek advice. If you know you intend to do that in the future, I think you can come and seek the advice now, so that we can talk you through the evidence that will be required, that will be needed. So when the time comes for you to make such applications, it doesn't become a problem. Unfortunately, we don't keep records. Even money transfer that we send, we don't keep the records. When the person comes and he says we need money transfer receipts, oh my God, I've thrown them away. Even calling cards that we used to make phone calls, we don't keep them. You have to start keeping them now. So when the time comes for you to make the application, you have the right evidence, the right documentations to submit these applications. So it's very, very important that we are able to satisfy the requirement. So when we talk about sole responsibility, it's not only about financial support or financial money that you send home. A lot of people say, but I'm the one looking after a child. The father doesn't care. Someone said the mother doesn't care. I make all the decisions in the child's life. It is easy to open your mouth and say I make the decisions. You have to back it up with evidence. If you don't have the evidence, forget it. It's not going to work. So I will suggest that when we are talking, we talk and base it on evidence, facts. Rather than to say that, oh, I send money every day. That is not enough. Emotional well-being, psychological well-being, finance is part of it, but you also have to show that there is emotional attachment to the child. And if possible, you must also visit your home countries. When you go, taking pictures is very important. This gentleman came to see me. I was going through the requirements. I asked him one question. Have you taken any pictures? I said, oh my God. I've been to Ghana 4 times within the last 2 years. I don't even have one picture to show. Because when he goes, he thought pictures were not important. But I say to you today, when you are going to Ghana, forget about phone. Go and buy a camera so that you can take quality pictures. Even if you use your phone, link it to your iCloud or whatever so that you have a save up. I have a Jamaican case that I'm doing as I speak to you. When it came to print the pictures have just disappeared from the phone. If he was a Ghanaian, he would say the witches. You see, oh, but sometimes you can simply press something. You know, as I'm speaking, someone was on the phone calling me. I was pressing reject. Before I know, I pressed the wrong button. I have answered the phone. I am on air. I am on air. I am on air, so therefore I couldn't do anything. So I couldn't do anything. So it's one of those things. So it's very, very, very important. So it's very, very important that we do what? That when we are taking steps, when we are doing things, we seek the advice and do the right thing. It's very, very important. Because if you don't do the right thing, you end up doing the wrong thing. And when things go wrong, it goes wrong. I've got my Christmas present. Christmas has come early. So it's very, very vital. It's very, very, very important that you seek the advice from the outset before you do what? Before you make a move. Because if you don't seek advice, you're going to do the wrong thing. And unfortunately, there are lawyers out there, there are advisors out there, they move with their stomach. They also got family to feed. They don't get clients. They see you as money. They see you as cash machine. When they see you, they will manipulate you, they will take your money, and they will chop your money. It's as simple as that. So about time that we wise up. Today, we are very lucky. We have so many radio stations. We have competent lawyers who are prepared to come forward. Because Lawyer Darko, if I was dodgy, there is no way I will have the guts, the audacity to come here every Saturday and talk on air. People will ring and attack me. But the fact that I'm doing the right stuff, people call and praise me. And the haters will sit there and say that, oh, lawyer, wait, the man can't come for no. Me boom food that a man come for me a de papa because yanko pon crow your back. Oh yes. And it's very, very important. Oh yes. Because a man come for me, I'm happy. Because a man did chichiri mine. Oh tia sorry crana se me anima, sorry nenko so. Be man one so bane o. Aha. It be me say so because a lawyer with a man come for na, I'm happy a man come for me. Yes. Nyame adom ye Nyankopon fire so ya wan wade. Now sometimes I always say this, it's beyond me. I never wanted to be a lawyer. In fact, I did everything that I can not to be a lawyer. And so me twi me mutan no. I say Jonah. Nyankopon man say onko preaching or so onko. And so you dey to no. Well, the belly of the whale, I'm not going to share, baby, uncle, the one you didn't go to it. Yanko see my summer bay, Majuma, dear Miss Obeyano, and no Nabe. I went to university, I never studied law. I did criminology and criminal justice studies. Because my aim was to work for government policies or work with the police and do what? Forensics. That was my objective. And so in the end, I ended up to become a lawyer. And through Fair Life Radio, through justice and law, through the Spirit of the Most High, through your help and support, people listening to us, recommending people to us every single day, they put their reputation and their life online to recommend people to us. And I say to you, when you come to see us and you are patient with us, we will do the best that we can to ensure that we make a change in your life. It's not easy, but when the battle is tough, the sweeter the victory. So, upesoko fa papa, mentina ho ema krani nko di 18. To say example amedema 3 weeks to the child being 18 was the timer anybody buy. Evidence I was here they support you know. It is not there. Wako about 4 different lawyers so ye didn't see KD 4 times. And see no the case neighbor. But I always say this, all that I can do is to be honest with you. As long as my conscience is clear, I can go to bed and sleep. I will do the best as I can from my heart. And only God knows the heart of the righteous. All that you can do is to do your best. And nothing de be able to do no. Mentina ho ematam name. Seek advice now. The Bible tells us, or seek unyame ewo omranti brim and send na daboni nedru. Enti mentina ho ema ade no enchia. Anu aka say loyada ko shanti me de ba ho. Ene ubetu anamon. O ye sankrofo na mo suffer free mental slavery ni bia ene erase it from your mind. Obu ho se bibini ntimi nya de pada, Ghana ni ntimi nya de pada. Some people think like that. Se o ye sankrofo ni bia busa ho se dachi bi oso wo a o pese oba na o ye Ghana ni no. Otu mpon ana. NASA omo machine de call mass Ghana ni ka ho. Enti no memmu uhun fi ese uye bibini nti don't be nya adepa na Jesus na so de kra no bibini nyankopon oye bibini because Jesus na konye bibini a ankoko Egypt no anka wantimi anya de anka wantimi amfrata ma ne ye peneku no Moses sankonye bibini a drawn out of water anka Egypt ono mo anka sebio anka wantimi mfra Joseph anka no so kra no anka wantimi blend in. And to your sankrofo na mindset no ya brainwash mu too much na and we are trying to illuminate your mind. I said do be betimi aye no me a Ghana ni yes betimi aye. All that we ask for is for your support. Now one thing that I know is this. Say obi ye adwuma ma na wan fa usunsum ani na chi forget it. Twa so menye. Ana say me mani pa nenye. Because if you ask no there are so many powers There are so many powers because there are certain powers. Once you combine it, it becomes powerful. It is spiritually. Say, soon na yankopon di amount. Ever from there doubting nipana, you become doubtful Thomas. And supporting the nipane yeno. And tinipandi to me, and in the sunsum eye konechi no. Now usunsum any negativity no. Twi ade de be actually. And so the adwuma be say onyamawa. Once you lose hope, once you lose trust, don't waste your time. Go somewhere else. Because the positive, it will eradicate the positivity. Make us ask him with swatchero. Shall be the case be brave some time ago. Ye case in no, before that anybody buy for consultation. I advise the person what to do and everything. You want anybody in your letter as you try to visit him. Not just as a maba. Na charger a buy, to be honest, me cram yellow and mabu mubu. Me see boy. Na charge way dear. Massa. Ye kofadi wa here, and put the started. I don't say lawyer in BB. Medium in him say. Man fight here, I'm dead, and therefore I will do whatever I can to fight. Provided they say ubedimenim. And I'm saying BB, as some wakano, me cry mami GDA. Amami hope yen fight this case. Now yesterday say visa that you travel we have to fight for that visa to be reinstated and send yet my application for indefinite leave to remain. Because you see a travel anymore, we had the application for indefinite. And we were caught in catch 22. And yeah fighting your court first court near winning home office also Montiasi. Because application, any panigireno has been what do you call it? Any panigireno has been linked to 3.4 million pound sterling fraud. It depends on movie. When your friend says circumstantial evidence, there is no direct evidence. And what you say the assassin will be told to one cabin and cabin meme. But any panel, Akuma Kitano de America, I will never forget this person. Okita Akuma. Your court in Paya Vini, you know. Judge Nesino, the case should go back to the Home Office. Barrister Nabemubu. Judge Nesino, yes, Uncle, your application, no more refuse ye. And send your side back to be him. What is asking will be that? Application won't found quite as if I could refuse to answer.
That's a ground zero view.
From the ground zero. Anybody refuse or anybody judge Nesino and found when you refuse ye. Barrister Nabemubu, Mimabemubu no. Client in his hair, lawyer, Mimabemubu. Media did not be part of.
Wow.
I don't care, say young farmer. The fact is that there is still hope. No, do the best that you can for me. Before God and man, in my heart, I felt said the application was going to be refused, and then we will go to court and fight again. We put in the application within 2 months. This person has been granted permanent residency card. And if you are a preparation. One chairman da banana mo. Oh, who say Janeso? I want to give me seek advice. And therefore, no, oh, baby, I saw dinner Nancy. So, I'm a ne or no so. Yankopon Edinesi baby, a so dinesi. And in short, they're making you know. I'm saying this to encourage you. There are so many people out there. They have been through different lawyers. Their money has been chopped well. And yet still, they are still suffering. A lady came to see me and said, David, I spent about £40,000. I've been living in this country for 16 years. Up to now. Me who they been home. Na pemobu. O se many nemusa yechimi en family ko ba bre. See some of the stories that come before us. Some of the things that we hear. Ana un se enipa mobo power krumu anamo. En krata wini bia sebio sometimes we obi abodam. O ti se ambulance yitwema oyam jumju. Obi kra ka bona no asori me okay. Asemo ka bona amanfo se we de osakawa ato no abrochire sakawa Uncle Jojo baby obi amechia o se abrochire sakawa eni so bi iPad wan sam de ka bebo e ho na ko aso. So I'm well in Jesus. Obi crying car boom I'm a glass of burger ni so you see a friend ambulance you know I'm okay no agane all because of enkrata ni pen ni bi nti o enti ewiase ne de ekromu a enkrata se obi ni bi na wo bi na free se let me put have trouble abo ni pa na you are making a difference in someone's life. Men twa mani pani nkowu ema bibiboni bi nkoto no na wakode yase akoye hwehwani mu akosu sebio enkwase asu memeti ya mi wa mobi asu ma yase. People should enjoy, celebrate my life, because asu ne kra me I don't get it. Me kwa ya mi ntimi nsu people say akwa we di akwa edipa be ni, because why should I cry? The person is dead. If you really believe that the person is going to heaven, why should we cry? We should be happy because the person is transforming. The person is going to a better place. Why should we cry? That is the view that I take. And I take the view because I rather remember the person at the right time when the person was happy. And why should I see someone now in sorrow? What joy? What would I get from that? And it's a winner be or home na so betimi aboana. And then a chain yamisumo, and then a chair uniado. Yes, any pana be no. No could you yas now to go na the yesh anymore. No be a cassa aquavid abe issue. Debbie. I know ye a fish anymore, and no OG any penny munyam. But instead so begin munyam munyamiho. And more. Sometimes it be chubi. Oh, me German surety. Yesterday, I talked about 10 people about a case that I have. Anybody from Obetiati in New York, memoir, no, we're now we will still be our time. dia na kumi kra ne se odi be ma bi kasa oso o mi dan ka me ye obi ko busa me yere forget it oba o se me yere se ma me nye no de ase me ko hye ne yere e bi so on kan o musa ne yere mpo enti uni enti tam hu nya tam na ni yere na ni adwene oh my god e wi ase ya so obi won kire na bebo na genuinely na why dey with me
pushing blame every time
yeah unto bet me abo obi a na waboa obi because you see 2.5 years say obi oba na say akra na British a ekwan ne de ebie say obi was stepchild na say stepchild na British a ekwan na ebie ment na ho me machi nipa na ansa o ho so na say bio sa akwanya ne wo ho mawa ment na ho enka say on first kan koye nkrata because he cannot it's bit a plot of land. Yes, even with that mindset, even with that mentality. The mechanic say land need to obeto. Na ye chi okwa obesa ton land no. As one share ba ube discount. One share na de akoda ni nsanom. Na feel life aye basa. I've been to Ghana. I saw this man, very gentleman. And a put to wow. And a baby see that watching anwia. Na me hwe nam to say something is not right. Na me nkodi nkomo kakra. Also na mo yitili yo. Ye bo me buy am my life aba be sa no. E fie kra me see ye kra na maton fie no. Ne yere so apamo no. Because we boss are burning to be. So enti life no one plan e. Now decisions one ye careful obe make the wrong decision. Obu obe catch or say you know ehun hia e say obe ge enkrata so ye de. Yes saying kwatre kwa eso be man to man no etie ni din say di pa no tu fo no oni bi o obede tu fo papa anything I say show me your friends and I will know your character so person onye ska unko hia ni o say ontu fo how to make money enti no mesre pi say obi dwane numa no are careful example am de ma yi obi ono onim say this application we dwane numa kire ma mi say waye ne ma de me de ama wo mo tete ma me ne pa onye ma no meanwhile no use ma me na as experiment ye refuse ma me ni wie no ana ma me ne say na study you kra one advice me am man fa nka ho o ma man fa wi anka ho o ma man fa wi anka ho e bia kam de kan kra nke de ma akra no o so me sorry pa no say na so ya ma o ma ana so man de na fi number be
just tomorrow
sure I'm on phone kan ekra ekromu a enkrofon kan ekra one emi obi kasa me hwe ni din I need to be convinced before I believe you enkrofon kasa obi okita British passport also a lawyer the first okita British passport oh ana ye ni say ana ye ni say on kan ekra ni kire oda onim se kwawe na afaso bebo enso ntu fo papa but minim se fa life atie for de de bia man krofo afutuo papa mimi no so fo bia alcohol no say binya lawyer ko seek legal advice. This is where I can tell you to go. And this man, I give him a lot of respect. Minimum so for business one as your no immigration lawyer. No na ija wo demo no. Afi na naju to for ba be frame me. Me so for him bibi fa phone it so ati. O man twama no. Because first time me boan mani free mu. Second time we free mu, third time we dey ba be ye freeway or highway. Me say there be eja no one wa digu ho enti do be bi aye. Because enye wadwuma obi aba ana yese na yese oyo so fa enye wadwuma no wo se mansa da bi kolo ya ne ho na onso nye na adwuma se du hu mu a enipa ne mra ne bo mpa yenta na chi empa ye kra no ntimi mo ma obi ubobi e de boa obi because ubo mpa ye ma me na se mini gidi a empa ye no ye pointless entino that is how it is entino so be so ko fa baba mesre mu pi men twen e matam na e main too much before you make the move e important to say obey the also obey seek advice at the outset na afi go requirement no na wa hyase e boaboa ne ma no enti tama ubeduro so kwakofa akra na ba no evidence na e convincing hwe yeti asesi obi oba e wo Ghana onim se ne ba ne birth certificate ayira ontu anamo enkoye bi ne e ma ne da obetwen sa time wonya ni indefinite 2020 no at that point no afina no kwakoya akra ne birth certificate wo de kwa British ni what was he o ba 1992 no Are you telling me say 2020 and I register say I want meaning to? Because it can be anyone's child. The evidence is not reliable. Otewa osibe yebina ehel. Enya beye, this is logic, this is rational. Because a criminal system, they say, within 42 days, the child must be registered. Ghana law under Birth and Death Registration Act of 1965, I say within 12 months, 1 year, the child must be registered. And then why was that the child was not registered until when the child is about 18 or 20 years? And to start the beginning, it's got nothing to do with racism. Those people who also have that mental slave mechanism say everything is about isism and cisisms. A symbol I can, and you're very clear. Why do you drink? What you say? You're right. It's all because I say no. I must say DNA for everything is DNA. Okay, your application. Now said the birth was not registered within a year. If you refuse application, you know. So the only way to refute that or to come back is to do DNA, and if possible, use the weighing card to support your theory. Accra with the 18 day example. The birth was registered within 12 months. Now, the birth say lawyers need to be a funny. Omokoji certified copy of the certificate in 2016. And the date of registration, you know, was at the time of your work around, which was about 2002, baby. Now, Mbomono, Omukwakoji for Frono, date of issue, no, and about 2016. And it was incumbent upon the lawyer to point it out. I said the birth was registered within 1 year as prescribed by law. However, they lost the birth certificate and they had to go and get what? A certified copy. So even in this country, when you lose your birth certificate and you go for a new copy, today's date will be on the new copy, but the date of registration can never change. So it when ya obia or tisadi and asia, officer de no be. On chile, and if I don't make decisions, no, it is incumbent upon them also to make the right decisions. But unfortunately, they are rushing, and sometimes they don't see these things. So as a good lawyer, no, it is your job to pinpoint, bring the evidence, highlight it, and defend it.
Beyond reasonable doubt.
Exactly. We say when a civil, and you need to prove on the balance of probabilities. I say your case, you know, what you are saying, you're right.
So it's not on them.
And it's very important. Obu also made them they call Omunya Bibia Omebusa. Oh, na previous and I saw on the Pevosano. And if you want it to be funny. So, make us a case be the man says, yeah. And clear evidence, it does not stack up. Law ne say, Ukunu, eso ye juma, continues for 5 years. Also, evidence idea about HSA Ukura ye juma for 3 years. Also, ye fanko, nyami oho. And I'm so sure. Nyami also ni pe wo. I didn't yankupon and stop who no. She, and I'm so money baby. Me fanko, opa fako mo before. Because we didn't be some because see an say ya. Udi mi dinam. Na say wo say me a me ni one ma be defend me ho. Ana enipa we can be very dangerous. Ano edidi meko edidi nkyere no. It me the campaign, it me the finish show. Jesus cry, we share story na. Omo ka say Yesu no. Omo ka say crucify him. Enti so ko lawyer bi no so man advice. Oko ba bi ne man advice say uye say ya edi say be ba me ko do hu achi ne. Na Jesus tam obusan ka say uye aginkwa na ene gya hoto fo no. Sa ko gya ne ho. Na ko tempted so anko be wu pass so. Kani wo na ko wu across ne so. Anko be wu valley ne so. But or apply common sense. So enti na e very very important. And fatumu e dey men nyina no. E real life stories. Oh yeah dear. O de call obi or your professional na so hwema. Na so advice wa misrel. Take the advice, work of the advice, e besi wie. Because one yen is ape. Na kwese nyame wo ho a. Afi be gidu akire no. Na nyame ni ho. Na afi utwe nyame achi. Na lo ya da ko mitimba bi dwene me ho a. O brumidua a entimi enye de emem. Me bo medua enka me wate because me wo abosum wo me fie na msa wo nyame wo me fie. Be baby ade be fa bia no protection. On top of that, my clients also support me 100%. Wate aha enti no sana etie enti mesre pi so pese odi adwuma eba na se ye mawa fa kuma pa ebra nyanto wase so mai yenye perfect enye everything na tembia no pe bibia benya straight away, because sometimes one thing that I've also realized, they say when people want something to be done and desperation kicks in, massa they only think about themselves. They don't care about anything else. But you and you know, sometimes when you are going through that process, you best be aya mon calm down and munya into boasia kakra aya and so it's me boa any pana odi wenimono. Because if you work with your caseworker and I say with your lawyer, aya eboa ewo ekwampi so say any pana na kumemu or who say you are working with them and many pana so called the extra mile emani edie emani timi boa. Now in the end, no, bibia ayede akoso kama. So amount.
Okay, say obidi ba okay on the indefinite and British passport route no so pacho one can European citizens and so pacho
and then the can me skip Europe for no, but they work with be for hon tentem na betimi akọ housing allocation, you know, because I'm on fire wow the pa almost send me text a lawyer ye twelon time no so kwa na ekọ enti no ehun hia enkrofo pa housing allocation, you know, enti na wouldn't baby me bro so na next week mako details about housing allocation, you know, eno na be a topic for next week. Now yetimi akọ details na motimi atiase say oh, European national, and I say oh yeah, you are married to an European national, and also so utimi ye application Emma or stepchild, and I say oba Emma neighbor. Now and also requirements na different, and no the whole idea of sole responsibility now it doesn't play any role, and therefore no all that you need to demonstrate is say akra no oba akra ne mama and so papa a wote Ghana ho, and I say wherever he or she may be, you know. Honestly, so agia to me say akra no emra. The reason why a British High Commission and I say Home Office are strict, I was saying when they say a bimu timi kofa omo baba. Now omene almost step father and I say step child. And name koso masa mean to me nka e be a time pa. Ghana for ni bi tiwa say mrofo na yesa. Unim boni a Ghana for ni bi di okromo a wanka just say a ridiculous. Obit me raping a stepchild. A chromo a coso. Obit me kofane baba or the bar, the stepchild or a bema, none so repuno. And some coso chromo. Now, yeah, no, I am not, yeah, your fanny say,
it can't happen.
I didn't cry fanny say, hypocrites. Yeah, we hide it. A coso community so bianca, yeah, the share home. Say Obi and a committed criminal offense, Edinico prison. No catching a down for say, oh, me bako college or outside London. The woman happened to be in the court on the same day I sentenced, you know. Okochima mia, so baby, or the Hanko Bako Shifo, and I just want to fab you. Obi or college, you know. Oh, you can't cry until you have to be very, very careful. So we get a too much. It's very, very important. I say, ye Bibiana, ye Ankasano, ye our own analysis. Now, yet me any day, get me making the right decision. Said ye bit me a boy, my yent is no too much. And the easy application. Certainly, you need to show, say, the mother and the father are married, they have accommodation. There is some sort of relationship between the child and the parent. And once again, if the birth certificate now you new one, you need to do DNA to support it. With DNA, I can only recommend Anglia DNA. Dr. Hazel, or your Ghaneni, or waiting in a company. I'm not for year Jumamano, and before year Jumamano. The company is based in Norwich, and they are doing well. I have never had any issues with their DNA report. Nansinya Papa B Ebai. The application, SCD2 before the changes come. Within 10 days, Akrano or Ghana. Or maybe DNA, no, and the report in our brain. That is how fast they are. Sisi Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, they have linked up with other doctors. And maybe Accra will be, I know I could take a sample, no, or take a sample na DHL within 3 days, no Monsaka, almost a kind within 2 days, report is ready. That is how fast and effective it is. It's me, my client to be about me say no, this is the company that I will recommend. But I remember one man, I'm recommending this company went here. Or call another DNA company because I was sending an airfo. Now, almost sampling, no, use African and American sample rather than using African markings to do the DNA analysis. You drew court and the judge need to see a case, you know. Or say an African DNA is different from African American. And the fact is, say, or my conclude is any bano analysis, you know, any markings, any sample number, you know, into right, yeah. And to refuse your application, you know, me can be a pay as one because of £200 in difference into Obana Kagana. And Kababy Yambi Rema, child benefit in Kwano, £20 a week. Or come boom for 2 years, I say. And £200 no. It just can be an ED. Bantama Bafo, also be sick, I should be able to. And Tina, a tier for. I'm set time, no, a quack a crackama. Now, house and location, no, and then me bosso crabby, near beyond but true for natum, na afino, yafa, telephone calls, cacrani, di Jumadino, I dang, abanewi. Housing and location. Basically, under the Housing Act, you know, local authority and as a councils, no, and as a commune, no, they are under obligation to give housing to those within their catchment area who are in need of housing. Now, Emre Pino say Yeshema local authority housing, any housing association housing, no, a cheaper as compared to the private sector. Because of say a year cheaper in more a bit of more security, no, because a damn way and Tessa Daka, uto be fear, and oba, hey, I have crown painting and be kem, moon painting faso. Uko so heat across, yea, men so heater. So more. A jacket, the Mitchell. Ah, what's if you got name? Ye didn't new rough. Obia or no after landlord is a me pedaya high. Or friend landlord ya, or so, sir, that a bena pesa over. Or say brass, or say bra, and that's say. And was Matty. Landlord Nifrinano, or say oba Fako to bra eye. Fako to bra. Fako to bra. I don't say, ah, papa or patch, they say. Hit a cry na papa nebeso, ama if you are your woman. Or say anybody. And I jaff, or you be beaten into a bed of a faris, into a da or she coat, or sorry, I was a coat. It is so good to be dry, not the kettle. Not on the boil, not the good panimu, now on the Gary. What a life! Papa the Fako to brass, or call Ghana, no kunya pneumonia, yes, well. So, it's in Yaskabian edio. Obisi cash will be bottom. Now the way you may scan, or be a jumao, your fairness and British gas. Seni panibetrianica. So, ente drew a beer, as a was good tria, Nanya Bibia no tria. And Tino, housing and location, because of all these problems in Tino, Ayana and Madie, Ayana, many people prefer, say, Ankombenya local authority housing. Because of that, there's a lot of demand for local authority housing. And therefore, housing stock is also ALS. And therefore, every local authority have to make their own allocation policy. And to submit a banet. Now say onofa kwen bi so edinya housing. Now what you crying? Now say nipa need preach you be very careful. Because crying allocation policy may be different from obia or te banet. On beso be tueska ako seek advice inti. No I could tell no I feel for me a refuse you. Utifia or racism because we to muntia. Yes, excuse me, make it no bibiano, ya pese the use race. Must what you not so the surgery ni show trima. Unko so okromu awo. Ade na nkoti na Ghana. Ade no say you okrom. Ghana kro you okrom no. Also be so say tribalism. And you know, it must come to a point you need to erase that from your head. And therefore, no, say utimi play with cast writer. Housing officer don't have any choice. They have to house you. And therefore, it is important that before you fill housing application forms, you need to go to their website. The information is out there. Look at the allocation policy. Nancy, I'll be the case in Bremen. And if I am a client, I'm immigration cases, man. Now, housing, I apply about 4 times, no more refuse, Enti mo no buy no catch him so no cry you mistake. She should have come to me a long time ago. Na I'm an angry him. No officer me near housing. Enti me mo ano. And I'm suing BB. Meboa. I've taken on the case. I went to Croydon. I went to Croydon website. And their allocation policy and everything. Me print here. And I'm showing you no medical history. Unim say, in terms of medical history, there are so many points on Quebec. And so the doctor actually letter, the doctor now found for okra. Doctor and the fault. So I also per letter actually say, baby, I will tell you, madam for fro. And a doctor answered, onim the policy, And in some also can be but baby, I say, father. And the affair, I'm a steady, I'm who dear essay corner. And a natural letter command doctor. I said medical record, actually say. So Obia said you on Nantia Wobre. Now if you are lifting him, just a fro echo fee floor. I mean, how can that be reasonable? And you're ridiculous. And I have to highlight these things to the doctor, for the doctor to give me a proper, reasonable response. I feel I'm sorry, baby. Ever started a application, amano. They been said this time not very successful because a chromo, it is what it is. One can the right thing, I say one can the SO can. You're not going to get it. Aya obisi uko hu lawyer, can we say me natural lawyer? Only be diabo. Yes, but there's a limit. Share, we are lawyers so you under obligation. You owe a duty to the court and also public authorities. So for example, Obameho, na so so kunipa we. Mean defend you. What yet to me so kunipa no. It means me ko gina court to say enyo na ekum nipa no. Ewa bra what yet to me say na ekum nipa no. Na mom uji to me say yes, meku nipa no. Na mom mean defend ya. Then I can go to court and say wokum nipa no. But then I need to come to you and ask you why it's wokum nipa no. Then I can go to court and plead either diminished responsibility or perhaps provocation. Or self-defense. Nemo muka say, Kokachi court to send you kum nipa na. And no, that means I'm misleading the court. So there is a fine line between defending and also being in breach of the principles that has been established in this country. It's a unima now why they now we seeking advice. Advice is very, very important. Ebe wow, ebe save money because obi honoma beginning no seek advice. Or the beko ni edi, or the beko ni edi, or the beko ni edi. I feel no I frustrated. Obeki can scan boom no. Now on in number £40,000. I feel na bemobu. So now if you ask the man who say at the verge of greatness no, I want to open some to me sorry pa. And he said, we GDA and so on. And I said, we need GDA. I shall be give you up. Into the sanity. Yada masipi, ese ene, modimo fidina atuana, moti and semperi bremo through the fire and through justice and law via Fire Life Radio. A baby amatro for nothing for about 10-15 minutes. Or question be a subit me a friend of Busa. It's a topic in Puna, I can't want some now a question be by all means feel free. Immigration, nationality, divorce law. Employment law, and also commercial property. Ubusa yebetimi idea abwa entino yebebi amatro for nothing. There are special visitors be so me say be say yes so by na say one can be a enye yi na say aha enti omso so ba idea ana omode screen so no Monsha omo me mame ene me nua ba ene de omo me surprise visit almost so aba hadia na che say e wo say ye ma omo kasa Mr. Canada boy papa ye de o te Canada and so you can say mo de de fa ne kwa de ekoso nyina you can say ma ekoso nyina and send you crowd your document no afre no abusa lawyer
you've been placed on hold.
Matisse busa question bi Matisse nsem bi koso UK na me ye investigation na me busa no so friend na fofo a e wo UK obini nkrata o se Matisse say yo onti de ekoso na o de ma wo mo ene mo nka mo nko lawyer da ko de omo beba omo ma de be ye de ye nyina na omo encouragement obi a chi na de ne ko o se nya gidie
fight
e be ye ni nyina no papa yi e da na se pa Mr. Canada boy on Tikrumwa, and so aye, Wafana Kwanso, Ediabua, Ghana for P, Nakumum, Etepa, Nakumum, Eye, and Tisana Kagana for Yinatia, Canada boy, Minyesho Senke Bebresa. Yankupon Shrow, never be will be also on your kesi. Na Canada, when him says no idea, Enyaito, Anna Wisu, so Enyaiba, Wababe Lande, Fire Life Radio, on Sempa, Nana, Manenko. Ujadem, Lancho. Lie me. Se Obana enkita permanent residency a ontimi enfanko ware ema bema no embetinem despite say owoma omikita British passport na emum so Obana kita permanent residency a eni obetimi ayede obetimi e de akwakofa bema no ayede aba na de mekane se awofo se entokoba montem na se montem tete a mamu use enkra no as a weapon against one parent because a damaging crano ana wan hwe yi enkra no benyini no na afi om de otan ama wo a wo koso sa damage no wo ye papa anaso ye maame na say the other parent is also stopping you from seeing your children. Don't just sit there court wo hono and ye health matters no papa bi say o te ne story no eno no say bi Ghana mo mudim on be so mo gene baboso or the court what we need the case so entu ye ben man na so your ba na so bi di na we say o ma hu ba lawyer Dako wo de be hu ye Saman so ne de betwe ama because we will do what is in the best interest of the child na akra na timi hu ma me ne papa no ana se wo papa no akra na agina ne so giye na se okita court order na se ma me ne se me fa passport ne ma obe so di wa bra so okita court order na kita birth certificate na kita akra ni school letter church letter any GP letter to show say you are still involved in a child's life enkrata no extension time du duru aye de bema me lawyer Dako menka say obi si o me amaye bia ma obi e mama me ne frame me Monday morning bi edidi matempa enye easy ma ba adwuma ai me na makoko di boy bi na defend any power amananya custody order ana no be sending krata me medire nim amane krata na ye na eniensem otwa me pa na manfane ho anche no Miss me TB man. Yes. Oh, me them TB man. I mean fancy. So you can take the man out of the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the man. So ban my gentle na me 20 say you meet me go street so. Meet me go street. Me TB man. No say ko din ko mo baby no be say hey. Baby ade fa no wan hwi. Obechro say ubetu no okrumu a. Ana fi oja me life for mama. Timitim baby cool. Ti sanity. Emema ne so bi di man pa. Well, the thing is enye wo ba eni na DNA wo hoyi. Ana sebio DNA e prove so ba. Sometimes before ba obi atimi ka de be ye wo ya. So ho tie no kra de memfa nya asem. Ana kra say your ba. You feel it, you know it. You know, I na efie na sometimes no you be say ke bi chichiro over intercrane so kra so we do so offer no se we need dada. So and the DNA if you are in doubt DNA doesn't cost much bia Anglia DNA adaroma utwa be 400 to 500 pounds you can get it done and then you have your peace of mind ana so DNA no ba no pese obeya obetimi dia court am ya force na am na DNA no to prove paternity or parentage ana udi either birth certificate so no there is an assumption say you are the father enti so oba ese enye wo ba on na say prove say enye wo ba enti DNA no kra no the burden is on her to go and do DNA and prove say enye wo ba. You don't need to do anything as long as your name is on the birth certificate as the father of the child. You are okay, you are the father because presumption is in your favor. Yes, a child by a British because you don't have to have 2 children to succeed, even 1 child. And it depends on the lawyer no obey. So lawyer need a good you'll be able to put in arguments. You know, I've done cases basically back we are not so best back. And so no almost some ye power. They know say family any life a complex. And it's what me chiri mu ye chiri ma. Ebi any pan crack on any no or go through the same thing. And told me waste your time, cry no so granted. Share. And Tija no dema, and young one at Gemo, a chromo will be at the gem. Share. Will be, of course. And I a chromo will be as one yeshi. Sanity, or him on a cronia hoto, Nami. It is sanity, Mr. Canada man. Aye, Obeko Amubi Suswaba. Aha. Yeah, called Telford on the 30th, maybe her live, physical. Mr. Boachi, Wabelandi. Mr. Boachi 30th in Babesra, we about Telford.
Bra. Better winning.
That is
an opinion, in preparation.
Oh, ready and strong. Ready, Debbie. Ready and strong to me, Mamma Hamo. Why? Ebunabuno, no, yen Tilandino, Tilandino, Ebunabuno, Timebana Maswaba.
Matter.
Okay, then anyway.
With the advice with the and I say me and him here advice for heavy.
No problem.
Na back me said the be our can angle on me dini no say the me do advice me and check what about 2 weeks be said okay no the aba aje me can even be answer na my application na the any say akola no me register as a British citizen registration na you know reference no na me na problem wo menya obi amana your reference ba kwama me na second one na and I say first one no we can reference no what should I say each reference should know the child personally and all can reference no what should I say that so much me engage in the child's life, and one of them should be a professional in a professional capacity, such as a teacher, health visitor, social worker, or minister of religion. But in my case, you be minister of religion because of 1 or 2 reasons. You know, me to be found quite solid on no. School for no. Ne school for no so mo nya be no ye me nwanwa e dia ko gp so omo endo so sa de no enti say na am stuck me nya ba bi am fam fa bio e na me bi say the big probo a me timi dia kwa o ma mention e din ni wo form so no so a omo so betimi accept ya ma me ana eno na me bi sa
ai o betimi the omo actual no na examples so and on say they have to be one of those 4 examples. Now your free BB list of acceptable referees. If you just Google it, it will come up. And the list of acceptable referees, no Google a beba up. To the point says he say no so be a security officer and also badger. SIA license now on crabby me ID assign. And basically what they are saying is that the person must not be a family member. The person must not be your solicitor. The person must not be what do you call it? Almost few 4 exemptions be on. And as long as
2 references should not be a relative.
A relative, yeah, into family member. And therefore, no, basically with me will be from Nasa. We a list of acceptable referees. There's a lot of other profession with nurses in our account. security officers count, post office workers count, teachers for the also call some omonye. Also on Tiasia say almost on Tiasia say almost omonye. Yeah. The entire omonye say not only that, share unim solo yebi ye strike it off. Miss Tete. Eba law gazette unim do be Ghana ni o. Akra wu. Anom ko wi akra ni identity. Ekoye birth certificate. Ana obi foforo awo odi akro ni bi. Anom printed dey say akra na wewu no. Ono na eye obi ba. Anom de kotu nanim say on sign. Na damfo ana de bre no, anom so mistake. Wan check hwe okosan ye. A call passport office. I don't yes checks no one say obi you obi identity. And to no sign yes say we hu akra no. Ah wa sign picture de chi no. Ah akra ne wu no. Not just no. We give you false information. You are striking off. And to GMB. Omo catch members say unim na sign na say don't come to us. Law Society, they have given us warning. Me and Kasam could be the people me. Between God and man. The child is in Ghana. Or the average when you say, oh, where the neighbor saying, come say, man, and I'm sacred or sacred no school. And I'm saying, who are crying anymore? How can I testify, say, this is the true likeliness of this child? I feel any boofu and Okoye. The wife and the MAU, my client. And I'm a friend of wife, and I'm saying, okay, na be na many anyo. Say the crew no so down for be ever. Just say, some name one eye. And also the Yamia se pass a man sign. Because if you're bad, I'm doing prepare man. And so they don't care. So they only look for their interest. And they say most of the professionals, no, okay, no actually mean sign on passing BR. And so nimni pa forget it. Because school work on no, because of be greedy. And schools, no, my policy say we don't sign it. And when Tina Amon yes, they are only doing that to protect themselves. And it says so being nim obipa, forget it. On sign.
But David Docker and Kuru by school, no minimum Kwana school. Forms on the Abremu, just move according to minimum Panama, meaning like a corner picture of Honum. I then am one sign. GP forms someone, and they say no, my human thing. Ama, they say an endorsement, they don't want to do it.
Yes. From your view, no, sign a look. Or not so during the profession because it's here.
But no, we no do kind of crew, but we not quite minimum qualano. You'll be a minimum. Is he my qualano, so I'm class.
Should the thing is a discretion and come their job is to teach the child not to sign passports. It is no better sign passport any discretion or pan away. And to cast 1 year, unfortunately, untiming yashin. GP for crown first no sign almost so called sign that because on pet any ABR say crown oko GP na kwa letter say odo baba GP or say I have been told that he is the father of the child or according to the birth certificate share because obi e dey bedwane because what happened they say oni ma me ni won tokwa into fa crown no school or fa crown no e so they create to kwan yes where is consent. Or did the birth certificate? School letter say, he's the father of the child. School graduate say he's the father. One on the corner. It is so called letter cry to the home office to show say you are involved in your child's life. Any easy task. So I say lawyer, my lawyer and try. Never let them come a lawyer no, because he knew the other kwakoye. Because of Boninti, and as I say, maybe I say Conesano. And you're unfortunate. I understand where you are coming from, but at the same time, one is also protecting him. Because a chiranku. Onim de nipa de kwa akoye na akofa asema bre no ne school a woko ye nyina any ska wo say ye nyina na akoye kwa because of obinti so entina e unfortunate but Saudi viasne ko say obi e protecting ho entina e unfortunate say you have to experience this but I can also understand from their point of view teacher bi obeka say okay no problem wo de me ya ama no aye at her own discretion obi also free say okoye e ma one e kira no bi so aba Oye mawi, I didn't know onye mami. Then so fast and for fraba. And tell me a blanket policy say yenye mo bia na sem this way. Unfortunate. And sorry say you have to go through that. And Mr.
Martina, the last one pese me clarify I can say. One say was each reference should know the child personally. na say ne yemfa nse school amunum akola na manye GP amunum akola na manye no na other reference na say me David what advice me say me nkofе no ko hu a fanse onima akola no personal nsem timi akola no ko gina nim no hu na eno ne say onima akola no personally na
Debbie
and then one say
yemfa ne say o adamfo bi o security officer tama oba nenyem o yawe ese oba nenyem ye wo akra ne bi aba fie kra besra woda enti no onim say onim family no enti no e ka say what is your relationship to the applicant, family friend, and no you know the person on a personal basis me pa sure so ati ase enye say wo hu nipa no ene nkwa no so nim no da bi eno dey you have seen the person, but to know someone there is before seeing the person. There's a bit of a relationship. Enti aba ne sane man is simple. Why? And to your elder be close to me sama. Oba be hu elder David obesa ya ma. King David.
And that door can no correct. We will minimum amount for be but yeah, omo kan say the na kan no be on person on Robert Wasim. So that forms no say you can go to prison or you can get fined for £5,000. And then and because of that it will be on person by there. Already nobody wants to help you.
And you say they don't want to help you.
Aklano you wanna have bia munuma kwala ne hwan but obi a kakra
opeso obo aba circumstances circumstances na why okay yanko fa okay that's it 9584 yaw pashwa belande.
That's it. Lawyer one, lawyer Bedaku.
That's right.
That is them come on.
Also, I said them come on. Obajuma.
Lawyer, who na Obajuma nakasa.
Nasa una.
Lawyer uni mami veru or no something.
I mean him no.
Aha, master no.
Sao.
Like oh me ya master pa no.
I see.
Tell me jo so na me bo abaso no enye manu hunu keke ni de waye ama yabusia na sha o je ne permanent resident through no lawyer say eni mebu ya na ehun ihia say na ma ba radio me na me introduce we na lawyer ehun na adwuma pa na o ye no eno na me di wadan sia me wakokoduro ana me say afi we ko na we die me ba na ma beda lawyer ase ma ase wa na o je na yima no o je ne nyama a true no enam so my enkofo a lawyer o ye adwuma mo no ti de bia me ba boss lady program me bobo awaso a nya se me bo awaso ke kiu lawyer minim de waya ma
there's a reason that's right
sa sentina lawyer o ka se obi a wudi no wadansia unim adikonti a wudi adansia na nya se obi kana wo ka bi ya minim ti lawyer bronya ide afi wo me abusuan yasere o ma se dia hye yafunu ma because na edu de bia on se permanent resident ko je no ya na ye yem hye na ko se obi kokora na ye tu ye yem na we ko ye na akoka bibi akoye problem na say me ka chema say lawyer one ko lawyer one lawyer benda ko bibi no a ebesi na lawyer na me adom so ba wa ya ma bibi ko se 2 months I don't know balance no na yenda na me ase sa the lawyer said me bo din me baby am be child do wase no lawyer asida no and then I say me fro no way the mad wase am oh wow program so am hu the reason why I me da wase the bia boss lady program and you tio obusuafo no bia tio ma emra e wukrum wa changes here digam ka kire mo the lawyer na me show pi na me siraw me ba me fresh me da wase na mabo abaso no uyuma pa o ye na introduction be big na me na lawyer
another pankasa mpa
lawyer say me get lawyer won say me introduce ni panama and me nim de otimi ye eti hu ya say afa na me be fro lawyer asmasi ba ho me na me lawyer hu ya mi nyina ne say ni panaka say wo ya de na ma no ani me go through na ni je ba lawyer na me ye de asira ma no lawyer me introduce ni pe be ba na fra be fe na no lawyer hu ni adaje am de be fe fro am aje me ye feni mu na me be digi ni mu na lawyer hu ya da me adom uye nyuma party mi introduce obi na confidence amere ye no me say lawyer e ban so a bi no me on the me no me kan wase mo bet na me adom bi de why ni na ni na successful the lawyer you be da wasi
yes yeda wasi pa ya yeda wasi because I know sometimes now it baffles me say obitimi ba osobi na se me mrama me muni din na me te wona me dwendwene serious you know so many people come oba pese me boni din na nyame abo wo se bibia akoso na de bia me to na me dwendwene me se na why na me she kra me na nyame aye me sei me na nyame aye me sei lawyer me so yeah sa I'm gonna say a reaction lawyer the pa na udino wa ha wonti o ba de boni bi na ekobayaka tihie no bi e ka bet lawyer wo adwuma me lawyer na hu hia say na me na me ye sei na me na me too much me na me do call lawyer ho na hu hia lawyer afia suntina ma me frada wa say ni mo pa wo ye no lawyer me introduce ko fo e say me boss lady program na me ye advert de na say lawyer ma no hunu minim de otimi ye na me na mo so ayama abusia no na me shout lawyer meko no bi aba ye da wasi pi ye da wasi mon koso na mon support djumedi aye die no because eno so na encourage ye motivate ye because sometimes you get up in the morning we say wo kra no wa bre obamebu say djuma we kra ma bre me nkopa de foforo ye enso so no uti wasi say ya na ema more energy na ema more vim na ema more fire so na odi echo wani sa so enti na mesi da masepa for your kind words because recommendation media anebro menti ase so adwuma no hey nyesa me kan adwuma num ebu me so ankasa ma yeso busy say adwuma no me aha na obi a legal matters obi a lawyer me fresh from na me catch one I say the minimum personal no be na me say no nipa no enuma oya adansia like me to me no me family adansia na me so like me to so ma for ogun ko lawyer da ko fellow lawyer da ko no something we wa me so the friend ko be ye lawyer no say no me da apa nipa no ba ya no for ancho obi di wan o de ko mo obi di wan on de me se ma se ba ye o frɛ ye je o hu do nye na me say me catch us ko na ebi lawyer ye da wase na me shira opi ni unma pawo ye yes yeah da wase pa
ye juma den na ba
Justice and Lord the Oba said Diana also e be nyane wati 5024 me pa cho edru so betin yakasa
Hello ma
me Josuminia na pa cho din de se na kasa free
kwame tontin hejini
hey nana belande nana wada roma
afias
onku etio nana
afias ya bo abaso ebi ya na kan no dibina ikenya me continenti ojuma no enkwari mu nkwari na o sansa obi a be fafo be friend o ni me o witini
that's right
enka se o fre kwa abaso ne amo atnase na ya wa mo de me de na o metre de eko me from na machia na mabo abaso nya me show de
yeda wase
obusia nyina entre
yeda wase nana kofi tonti ni fe hene ba kope ona na yete me pacho ofra ya fa onti do kasa nyina ekwa abonte wan ti ofra na wa ma aye quiet na ye kakra na yetimi akọ yenimu ntentem me pacho the number ay 6791 edru so betimi akasa
good afternoon lawyer
good afternoon
Bismarck here me free Reading
Bismarck Reading are you the pace setter tu bana waka una seti pace na ise nkrofo ewrewre no unim this week sa pace na seti ye no this week edipa 5 o ma wure mu sa ba ko de me frɛ no na phone no akate dem vise bibi ye no ana me frɛ no yere se jack me no kunu kasa phone na akate de na ekoso o si mi kunu su enkata na ba mani su bema o si bema ni su bra wa bre so also onya 5 years no 1 year ni o ana ko ji indefinite ama
Oh, why
into so ya de pa because when enya say kukuduro no ese lawyer say kwana beda wa ye mfa so ye fa so no wo set is our pace no ebie kwan ma ye nuanum pi this week enipa 5 ana omso so awuram ama wo so adawroma eno akukuduro nti bema adane akora ensu aniti eda ne yere ena so wusu enye easy o that's it. Eja ne dey dey ayama ye ko ye dey.
We dey am say afina so say dey adofofo na e bia di ka fra kanu ya possible dey na ye free na ye dey amount ye ntimi afra na wasia na yakoye bunyayefo fact ujuma dia udi di boy no usabasobo dey pa ti e free na ya da wase onya wa ya maye ne ye ugusuye.
Yes, yeah, the for all your recommendations because enye enkrofo mo refer my ya anka se bi unki ntimi survival. Enti yes, yeah, the masipa because me an ebro menti ase so obi na recommend me o se me mu midin ana afi me to us an my confused. Afi me timi to us am say, "Hey, me Ashton ni boy." Ada nyame aye mi say. Ye de obi an mi say enye papa. Yenka ho kra. Now be free Ashtown of all places.
No credit.
It is a choco boy in Accra. So then you down yami pet me sometimes I feel like I'm sleeping, you know. So if I'm sleeping, don't wake me up. Nyakopon ya one day sepa. Enti eja
obesa koso ya more crab he say I crowd.
Seven come.
Okay, well, but
that's it. And some more screen on two wonderful women sitting here. One would just about the munyan to us, because Oman Casabia, not just say Ankoye, yeah, mammy, etia, and any mammy, when you're going cry, you go talk today. Today, you go talk. Sassina is social media, also saw baby, as also Casabi, because King David in Kane, Casa, yeah, no, Jim, mammy, now, yeah, Koyanim. Eti ye mame waba de ene de eso suit me kasebi waba so ba besraye oba aba be wish ye Merry Christmas odo o ma yenti and also say na daji ene Saturday akwade be da twetwe ni madi ni fufu papa bi na se kenke papa bi no odi abetene studio na o ma me vim unse na me kasa vim wo pa o no ma me is vim pa but people don't know unse energy you can draw energy from someone and you may draw a lot of energy from them pa tika me kamu nyina no omnom this energy ne mami but you don't know enti ya mami waba dia man for show omo wonder say mami wani elo ya da ko mami ba ko pe o netia no mini aba so ne team finfin no mini aba ma so netia no no enti no ya mami waba dia ka bibi chire tie oh man very ya mami aba ya mami na mpache frosting CFN Violet Amate Tego na ene de etiefo ehu life and color do afidie mu na abrabomu te sen na ene de ede na wato studio ha no yebusa akwan so anase pe obeka sama ma me fe akasa kakra mai what they can cry ka English ka whatever
Meti Fantino so mean to me can papa nti tree no me pacho me can no send ya minim na me sure say mo beti ase and ya ba say ye be hu lawyer da kuna ya bedi no bronya e say wa ye bibi kesia mayen 2016 me ma mini December sa on the 7th December okoso ye man is Ghana straight. Yan hunu ye ni nankasa wan kan buy wan ye bibia Ghana na ye ni no call ye. Na ni case for lawyer da kun hodada. Enti ye ni no call ye no. Ye mi sun ye sa na mi ba lawyer call lawyer da kun ho said the aba no ye be ni sen. Sa time na ye the application call that no see. Ye de ye train na omu na yen hwe the next step na se my ready say me fighting kwa dia na ono nso bedi menim enti anche bia na letter by enti letter by no see letter na aba no ye begina so na ye dia fight na letter san ba bioma ye tro mi maame no enti na che se omunim krampo se omuni no ko Ghana ampa mi di betu lawyer da ko enim no o fight papa ama ene mi maame aba 2000 a year pepepa ye ni mi maame ko ye no omo akofa no baaye enti ya basa ye beda lawyer da ko ase ni ejuma papa o waya amayen wa save mi maame ama ene masanya mi maame wo mi nchen biom e se na mi maame wa bebre wo mi ni mi ma ho for 14 years na omo fa no wo ye ho course ano se no nti na ene ya bedu he ya yesu
mo pese mo dana
ye pese ye dana sina onhu na ejuma papa o ye maye na nyame mboa no nhira no na onkoso saa
tese na enye se ebia ejuma pa na oyeye no mo refi ba mo kai nyema pa oyeye no because
every year ye kai say we say ye babeda na se and this is the second year ya babium say ye babeda na se na ya di na fishia pa
enti omo de mo maame no ko ye kra
omo ne no ko fie kra
now for 1 year
omo ne no ko fie a omo ne no ko a che say on babium
in within a year no we say omo ankasa etumi ko fa no ebaye okay
it's lawyer drag
enu ntina afi na mate nurse die a odi eba no cause nipa no wo hakra o fa tickets and sometimes on air den tantuma odi nipa no ekoga and sometimes much more difficult and for he to be able to do that na ntina o appreciate it near or
yanji andi say obetumi aba to me afanaba biom na ye no se ni wie ye no
what a wonderful testimony my mom sure say mama bribe no be gina cancer she said this
because for it e wo be and for you to present yourself I think say be credible and you are not shy of that it but Mr. say enye say be a lawyer ni wa hihye ho ama o stebi ana say be kan bibi sa say na be ya ebe bua na edwuma ana
the thing is say
yeah because I realize how you came on na mo na em wan say
we dey mo akraba me musa e dey na mo hu me
true me mami adam for ninu kwa sorry
sao
na o introduce o ma ye wo number say ye mbra na wo ye good ye bana untumi nya hu hwia wo beka e na sa wo betumi aye hu adwuma nso a wo beka a kire ye enti ye baaye no ye kan ya sem nyina no e na wo gi se wo beye ampa nso na me di wechi ma why you nina come bibi afefefe
I mean I'm also very privileged as I've been part of your life your life journey because for me it's one of the satisfying cases that I've been involved in because I will never forget this case. You know, I sat there at the office till about 12:30 a.m. Oh yeah, preso okofru playing and I'm nene kasa enkofo ni twantro me fa hwe mai sing after in the end no mo gitu mu say almost aka by so going there going to change their mind. It was something up to now I can still hear it. This is about 2 years ago. I can still hear it.
A ringy on my mind every day. Me friend me per omuni me ko.
Yeah.
Na me so say.
It was.
I just feel how you are feeling.
It wasn't easy, King David.
Yes, not easy.
It wasn't easy.
And even the first time you kind of, I could see the passion, the agony in your voice when you said it for the first time.
I was so, I was so annoyed the way how things, went. I could not believe it. Because normally they would have given me a bit of a notice. This is the time at 4:30, quarter upon. I think I catch him and say, and but Bibiano, Nyamiasim. And I debiam Casa say, we are so fa adwene papa ehye wutirim na oye bibia be positive, use positive energy yakopon be so nsa ama de ohwehwe no onsa beka ebe ye onwanwa ana ewiase no at the verge of greatness ehɔ na yakopon be so ahwe na so obonsa be so ahwe entuma gidie kɔ forma you are finished etinya gidie so ho enti ene yedamase pa so say sebio man kataso nam se there be mbeka ma ewiase amanse nyina ayede ate because there working and I said there two way obi wo ha or say situation ni bi mo ene ebema nipa no encouragement say I will also fight, I will also come forward because one now prayer any you know koso so a abuse of powers and you say well, if you don't do anything about it after na abuse no will become normalized. Now, after you know, people right will be trampled upon.
I say, "Oh, can't you be say my prepared say me fight here
now?"
And I can't say I am fighting.
Yes, because obu ane ne ya dia no obu abem. Me sadi amem pa no. Me kase bi ye bibia 100%. Onko ho me nko ho. This is me.
Either you do it
or you don't do it. Me mpe me the way so ho. Enti na mbusa will say, are you prepared to fight? Okay, I say yes, no. It gives me energy and encouragement. And throughout the process, yes, it's always difficult. Frustration comes in, but work together as a team. This is the case. Because if you are fighting to achieve something, that's it, you are fighting among yourselves, forget it. You will not get there. Until you energy, no, build the energy together, work together. Because Bible class do ye hwehwema de no o me pa ne nsa kwa enti say wo fight here dia at the end there will be a reward for you and the reward ne say ye mami o ma wasabe say so na mono ti ambulance enya na sem o na wo bi bodo ma enya na sem
up to now ye to me believe say ya san ahye biom wo mu ha ye ti ho na ye mbo koma ye see me man nyina to me bi say say hey run into this year you are spending Christmas with us
God is good.
Yeah, God is good all the time. God is good all the time. And here the Nyamiase say wasababe kayensa. It's a powerful testimony. My hope say it will encourage people, it will inspire people. People in such situation, they'll be able to come forward and also fight for their right. Because how long can you sit there for your right to be to be stamped upon? And for me, it's a privilege that I've also been part of the process and also been part of your life journey. It's a story or it's a case that I will never forget until I die. Every time I see that as a sign of encouragement. And Pachoma most in a farm, Pachoma 2 minutes near farm. Why? And now Yamiase, and Mabeka and Sawaha. Now with me and joining us is beautiful. People are watching you, and for me, it's an inspiration. And I believe they will also be inspired. And thank you very much for your kind words, because the more it inspires, it encourages us, and it motivates me to learn more and even to do more. And Tiadamasi, yes, there are people who are going to criticize us. That's fine, but it's part of life. And sometimes some of the criticisms can be justified. You learn from it, and it makes you a better person. And you so become be an orphan the wrong way now for Debbie. There do be can be so they encourage you, no. Now they motivate you. They criticize you, no. Sit back and say, where did I go wrong? How can I do it better this time? It makes you a better person. Me pacho number 5512. Every so pentem into Enfano.
Good afternoon, lawyer.
Good afternoon. Pacho Dini say naka se free. Mr. Obiri Eboa.
Yes, sir.
Yankwe. AKA Selena.
Lawyer people show not to say
nyame adom ne mo mpaibo ye ho de e de mpa ne mo mpaibo hwe anwode ayenya no me da mada cha 5 hours 6 hours so positive shame so say na wo de wo ya na wo ye small boy you say crowd you small boy more e mpaibo any empire man for bomami o you'll be surprised because sometimes you get up you are tired but you get the energy from somewhere and you get up and you keep going until the masipi ne mo mpaibo amode tie 100% nyame nhira mu nyina ejade ne betumi ayamane
oh ne de ja me hele ni ayi ba me fro na me so mama fi sapa my papa my na fi nyina say say beton ka is 3 January tin man fro me nyom mo fi sapa bi
oh betumi kan next week next Saturday beba a Christmas crib.
Okay.
You ever be a housing law no now say bi omo manya nkrata no on be so apply for housing a kwanya on be faso because people near refuse omo they just fill the forms without knowing what they have to put on the forms.
Okay.
So until a boy because say you come do be a we dey ko kenya mesem kire no. Jesus Christ was I work preaching and my 5 bread of course o say come dinner no ntie de obeka no aha nti sa na tie enti so be so bo obi ano abo no nya ba bi ada na ko eni
ni lawyer we dem head ni am ka sada na me frɛ mo da
ya da wasipi
o mama ya maya fi
ano acha Mrs. Selina so amai
me kwa me ka che aka de aka so de aka so de afi mi so ba ye so me te wonu de me
enyu ati uni nyame na mame nsuro bonsam wati na mame to nyum we say no wako waye wiya jidiara no hia na no nyame waye wiya jidiana no hia o so we jidia it is done consider it done obesa Africa say buyi o kan yampa electro ni date to 22nd of December 2018 me say waye na eye kwanya ese faso na sa kwan no won say ekwan tietia e de nsem na eba ekwan tintin e de asumdue na eba wati enti ekwan tintin na ye faso na say kwan ye faso no sometimes wo pade a wo penintem ba me wo ba there in the I look at the end not the beginning the bebo ano eno na ebe enti no o de nyanto wase na hwe process no ebe ye se sini no obeka say dae na me so a ene mu obi anyane me na so dae na ko enti aja yema Merry Christmas. We wish you all the best. May the Lord Almighty bless you, and we will talk again next week, or I will see you during the course of the week. First phase will be done. You see New Year anymore now also drew so near him.
Okay,
why the Yamiasi, Afe 6574, Yan Fana and Figure in the year for Christ the Livingstone time, 1 hour and yafa. 6574 Pacho with me, I can say, dear, the Senaka free.
Hello. Lawyer. My dinner church, Papa. I
guess you fache. Why? Just sometimes in the Sunday echo. Nampacho did say, I think come to you. Nampacho, I can say,
I'm for Milton Kings.
Hey, Mister, me show an impao. So you have a text no. Me share me mail mo there. I no cry na come free be say. O respond to him. Enos me send you another email. I used so Pauline as me send an email. Why?
Okay.
And to decide you mane mamia. Next one na e de obesu obusa no.
But otin ensanka, Pauline as ensanka.
Enra nimre na me send email.
Otin right. Osiama. Okay, well, you're behind na your friend is say, Madam Fubapuna, Waba, na Oba, or the wife nearby, or the Italy, or more EU, Sojournobi, EU family, Sojournobi, I don't know the buy. One visa, and to say, what do airport to immigration fund catch and say our bar on home office now on your card be man. And what kind I'm saying no media the minimum say I just or no be man or have no be jumana what me process it at the amount and was it me misa na ohun say no obet me I be afa ho na say this oba be ye adwuma and what the process am oba
no say advice na odi amano no because basically say family member ye union no I was say or no exercise treaty right that means the person have to be here working and you know do kan you know you are 100% correct say oniha onye adwuma or the bit me support us application na okoya application na it will be rejected and Mr. DP ebeya onye adwuma na ontimi emfanye de ontimi fam protecting no Mr. P Mr. Ampofo so be check we email na it was sent yesterday in the evening we send him amumi ni at the same time ti send nsan kan de say wonsa kan wo de enye sa ma menya we sisi a na me nsan send him na konkoye no ene ya said they are hopefully no within the holiday period no second phase no beba na chese na sumajo no why
okay
yeah
okay
and you know
until
why okay me that was CP
and the personal say me ya me from personal number no say hadwia
enyedi why and you know
okay
yeah me that was CP and you chia so nyame inshallah you chia ebusuafo ni nyina ana eyine soso no let no na me hwehwe no butimi de brema ke be me de pa so be kaya me send you email bi e ma respond o ka say okay ba me sankai e bi wadwene free so kakra anya sa me send you text ma remind you
ayira me ka send me so fa me na mo madian ma ye
no problem why me da wasipi say you jumadi be ba na wie Christmas is time for loving, time for giving, and then Yankopon Adaroma Christ the Livingstone Asafo Esoso Ababe Kayensa Amdi Yankopon Asem Ebreye Baby Jesus, the story of baby Jesus. Christmas is time ebusian for family loved ones ye share na ye show odo to ourselves, to our family members. Na time for unity. Etienne Yankopon Asme de Brewono. Don't touch the dial. Mama share Facebook on you call off near about within 5 minutes. Munye din na monsa mrebim na monsa ene embambesum nyame mom. Share oseka obofo ewo omranti brem. Me de minim se nyame wo ho no. Ana be gidi se oso nim se nyame wo ho no because bibia ni ho a eda ho a eno abaye. Everything was created. And you know Christmas. A time you did remember the birth of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And untino yentie nyame asem na ye more empire and fa more ye ho ban because otamfo ne de o se obubom ti se ojata oba no aba be chiw na wokum na wasai wo na Jesus Christ do ba se ye benya nkwa na nya ne mmoroso enti ende yentie nyankopon asem na ye mfa nyame emfa more ye bra because odwena pa ane ne papa ba wadwene mo me shase about 7 years ago say hey me ni time me be ko bi ho asem bone ane me time me be dwene obi ho adwene bone me dwene pa nko a na if you also so me da deep 5 hours na ye free me sorry am ye free spirit enti na me see me wukra mo obi ensu no me wu a mo ani nye because I'm going on to better things enti no sa so na so no ubetimi afa the same philosophy na obeti Nyankopon asem no afa na 70 se wadamfo wafa nyame se wadamfo ewiase ehu se bibi ni wiase a anka yeda anka ento abontin pono bibi ni wiase a anka yeda anka yenkata yani because ewiase ehu nti se woda na so ani gu so a ontimi na because we hu de yekoso enti na yebesrepi yentie Christ the Livingstone yentie the word of God on the Bible prayer and anope and away and enumray depending on where you are listening to us from. Then say by the time you be your life will be blessed. Nyamema bibienu esunyame yadamasi esemaso ye musa throughout the year. Na your friend is say maso ye mu up to now. Na Nyankopon ebidi wasem amount dade nyinara because Nyankopon ana die oni bie odi nasem emano enti yenti enwumwe na infa Christ the Livingstone and start odi asem